Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday. It is the middle of the week, the last day of the week for me because tomorrow I am going on vacation. Hi, Simple 466 and Monty and Big Guy's back. Big Guy, welcome back. And Lily, welcome back too. Tiger Lily. So, yeah, I'm going to South Carolina tomorrow. I am very well. Thank you for asking that. I'm going to South Carolina tomorrow and to visit my family. Wide Drill, welcome to visit my family. We've got three brothers who live in, hi Miss Andrew, three brothers who live in South Carolina. So my sons and I are going to visit just for a few days. I'll be back here next Wednesday, so I will not be broadcasting this Friday, but you can still catch my new YouTube. It's going to be very cute. On communication. Oh, thank you. Yeah, there's a new one coming up Friday. Hi, UB David. I lived. Oh, really? Did you like it? Did you like South Carolina? Hi, Jana. You know, it's beautiful. It is very, very beautiful, and I like going there every time. But I don't think I could live there. I am hooked on California. I am just hooked here. It's just I love the weather, so I can't ask for more. You know. Yes, that's what it is. And every time I've gone in August, June or August, and it is, oh my God, it's so humid. California, the weather cannot be beaten. Look, I love it. So I'm going for a few days, you know. Hi, Anton. And Red Dragon, I haven't seen you in a while. I got something in my eye. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Anyway, so I'm going tomorrow. My flight leaves at 11:15. And I am going to be running after the gym. I am coming home and I got to move fast. But even though I won't be broadcasting my normal Periscope, I will be on YouTube. It'll be a new YouTube on communication. And I do some little skits to demonstrate the good communication and the bad way to communicate. So watch that. I'll remind you guys at the end of the broadcast again. But today, I decided that I wanted to talk about asking for what we want, because oftentimes we keep our wants and desires inside, safely tucked in, because we are afraid to let somebody know exactly what we want. We are fearful that they're not going to accept it, or that they are going to think that what we want is silly or stupid, or that we don't deserve it, and so we hold it in. And I read this great book, by the way. Hi, Faye. I read this great book. It's called The Aladdin Factor. And if anybody has problems with asking for things, that is the best book to read, The Aladdin Factor. Excellent book. And I was one of those people that would go to a restaurant. Hi, Cherry Jasmine. And cool dance moves. Yeah, I love the dance. I was one of those people that if I would go to the restaurant, if the food wasn't to my standard, they gave me the wrong thing, I was always embarrassed to ask for the waiter or whatever to take it back. Hi, Ed. I was just always very scared. Germany, wow, a long way away. Asking for anything, asking for a raise, asking, hi, Warmill and Blunt, asking for something that you want. For example, asking somebody at the store to look for something for you. You don't feel like you're disturbing them. You know, like you go to Sprouts and say, hey, there's no more milk here. Do you have any in the back? India, up kazehen, namaste. So, that kind of stuff. And basically, you can ask for anything, right? Because, yeah, I'm learning. Supra Bahat. So anyway, you ask for what you want. I remember when I was getting a job. I was going for a job interview. Hi, Meg Billions. I was going for a job interview. Dhanyavad, bahut dhanyavad. And the boss said, how much money do you want? And I'm like, $7 an hour. I was just like, I was afraid to ask for more. Hi, Nick. I was afraid to ask for more. He says, oh, sure, you got it. I was willing to give you $9. See? and I ask for less. So not to be afraid to ask for what we want. And they can always say no. You can say okay, or you can fight for it. But if we don't speak for ourselves, who is going to speak in our behalf? And this book, The Aladdin Factor, really actually changed my life, because if you go to a restaurant and they bring you the wrong food, or the food is not to your standard, maybe it's not hot enough or whatever. Like I said, I used to be kind of embarrassed. Oh, I don't want to bother them. I'll just eat it. Don't worry, that kind of thing. But now I say, oh, excuse me, it's not warm enough. Or can you microwave this because it hurts my teeth? I have very sensitive teeth. And I have actually asked people when they're giving me cereal, like at a Starbucks or something, when I'm on, Sassy, oh my God. Hola, hermosa. I haven't seen you in forever. I was thinking about you the other day. I'm thinking, where has Sassy gone? Hi, Mued. So yeah, you ask for things, and and people are like thinking, you gonna ask for your milk warmed? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna ask for my milk warmed. They have a microwave, and my coldness hurts my teeth, so yeah, I'm gonna ask, and they do it. So at one point, yes, it was hard for me. It was hard for me. I'm telling you that it can be done. And once you start asking for things, not needless things that are stupid or crazy, but I'm talking about, hi Allie, I'm talking about things that are sensible and make sense to you. So if you want to return something, say, oh, this wasn't my size, I'm going to return it. Not just, oh, I'll just keep it. It doesn't matter. I think most of us maybe are a little afraid to interfere or to ask for something, and maybe often we don't think that we deserve it. Sometimes we actually don't think that we deserve it. In this book, The Aladdin Factor, a little bit under the weather. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you better now? Yeah, your presence is missed, I'm telling you. So in the book, the guy was a speaker, and he was going to do a gig, and they asked him to do a speaking engagement, and they said, how much do you want? And he said, hey, Paul. And he said, oh, I'll just take, how about $2,500? And they said, perfect. We had $3,000 in our budget. So he asked for under, and I noticed that I've done that with my clients, because I want them to be able to afford, the clients that have come and seen me. I'm always like, oh, just, therapists charge a lot of money. Oh, just allergies. Okay. I know therapists that charge $125 an hour and up. And I always take into consideration this person is not financially doing well. Okay, I'll only charge him $50. So I'm afraid to ask for more, because I don't want to make it a hardship for them. So this is what I'm talking about, that it is important to ask for what we want. Oh, thank you for the super heart, Ceci. She comes in with a bang. I'm almost ready to cash out. $35. No, therapists charge $125 and up. I knew a therapist that charged $150 an hour. $200 just for a counselor, not even psychology. See, that's what I'm talking about. I could never see myself. The people are struggling to begin with. I'm seeing this lady now. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. I am seeing this lady now, and I only charge her $75. She found me through my community newspaper, the Lakewood Community News. She found me through there because I write a little article every month, and she said, I saw you and I saw your writing, and it made sense to me. So, so I'm seeing her. Hi, Anthony, and boy, twice in a row. Pretty exciting. Hello, and John, welcome. I take $150 an hour in India. $150. Oh my gosh. I'm trying as many as I can for the price that people can actually afford. So, gotta play the lottery. You know what? I've never had a dream about winning the lottery. I don't know what. People do. People pay it. And that's just what I'm talking about. Maybe I need to learn how to ask for more. Is that a wink, Anthony? I gotta ask to learn for more, but I always, maybe because I'm so empathic, I always take a look at the other person. I could not afford $200 an hour for a therapist, and I'm thinking, who actually can? I'm sure some people can, but I think most people find that very, very expensive. Yeah, know your worth. I know. And you know what? I maybe I don't know my worth, and maybe I should ask for more in terms of money, but as of right now, my interest is more in helping people. That's why I do so many things for free. People are asking me to write articles all the time. They don't pay me a penny. Play that game because some people have a lot of money. Yeah, that's true. I'm very empathic. Yeah, Anthony. Takes, oh yeah. CBT actually really does, because it's very quick. Yeah. So I'm very empathic, and I'm always putting myself in the place of the other person, and that's kind of that's why I don't like to hear bad news, because then I hear it and it stays with me the whole day. I just keep thinking about it. But a massage therapist is $25 an hour. Oh my, really? Oh my gosh, $25. Things like they should get more than that. I love cognitive behavioral therapy, but I haven't really been doing. I just really go. I have my own kind of style, and it does have a little bit of cognitive behavioral in there. And I mix a lot of stuff in. I don't just do one thing. I try to do therapy based on the client's need and not just on my own ideology. Peri therapy on here. No. Peri therapy. Okay, all right. I don't. What do you do then? I talk to my client and I see what they need, and then I go from there. So it's very difficult to just say what I do, but I talk to them and I arrange my plan of action based on their needs. Because there are some people who just want to talk. They don't want any advice. There are people that really want direction. There's a lot of different kind of people. Right. The one lady I'm seeing now is every other week. Do I know psychotherapy? What do you mean by do I know psychotherapy? Hi, Callie JC. Anyway, so the whole thing, I'm going to ask you guys. RuPaul says you have to find the right therapist for you. Exactly. There has to be a connection, because, and I'll tell you something. Oh, thank you, Ceci. I'll tell you one thing. The most important treatment when a therapist is seeing a client, the thing that makes the most difference is not necessarily the technique. It is the relationship between the therapist and the client. If you have a good relationship, yeah, marriage counseling, yeah, but not always only marriage counseling, just any relationship issues. If you have a therapist that you click with and you have a really good relationship with that person, that will make all the difference in the world, because they will trust you and you can guide them in a way that they will make changes to their lives for the better, because some people don't even know in which direction to go. They're lost. And they think that what they're doing is right, when in fact they could be hurting themselves. Fish and dish. Fish out there, props and dish out of... Wait, what do I mean? Fish and dish. What does that mean, Paul? Fish and dish. Fish out there, props and dish out a remedy. Oh, hi, Albert. Anyway, is there anything that you guys personally have trouble asking for? And for me, it was asking for too much money, right? How did you become a marriage counselor? Oh, I became a licensed marriage and family therapist. I went to Antioch University. I got a master's degree in psychology. Yeah. TRICARE. I don't even know. What is TRICARE? Is that some sort of an insurance, Allie? TRICARE? I don't know what that is. But usually I just take checks or Venmo or cash. Usually. But anyway, so that's the story. I want to know if there's something that you guys maybe have had trouble asking for because you don't think you deserve it or you're scared. And maybe we can work through it now. You have a master's in psychology? Yeah, so do I. Military insurance. Oh yeah, I don't take any insurance. I'm not set up for it. Good for you. I'm sure you help a lot of people, Simple. What is your name? General counseling. Yeah, in India. So what is, let me ask this, because Saher, am I saying it right? Saher or Saer? Let me ask you this. What is the most, right, okay, Saher. Hi, Daza. What is the most common issue that you find in India of people who need the most help? What is the most common issue? Because I think It's different everywhere. Hello. It's different everywhere. Some places, depression, boy, ooh. Depression is here too. Depression, anxiety, and maybe that's just across the board everywhere. And then I just wonder, why is there so much depression? Why is there so much anxiety? Aggression, that's a new one. And what do you do? How do you handle aggression? Because there are a lot of aggressive people, and you see them on the streets when you're driving. I see them. Weed, maybe that might help some people. I don't know. But there is a lot of aggression out there. You see the road rage when you're driving on the street, and it's pretty bad. People are cutting you off. They're driving fast. And believe me, I talked about road rage here before. Well, do trigger points. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, how to handle aggression. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Allie, when you say handle aggression, do you mean handle aggression in your own home, or do you mean handle aggression in the world, out there on the streets? Because, for instance, if you're out there in the world and there is aggression out there, then stay away from it. You can get away. If you're in the traffic, let the person go through. Let the person cut you off. Let's just let them go. Don't look at them, nothing. Just drive and stay safe. That's if you're, because those people, you don't know what they can do. They are angry, they are tunnel vision driving, and you just let them go. You don't do anything. You don't give them dirty looks. You don't flip them off. Nothing. It's not worth it. People have been killed on the road because of this. They could have guns, anything in their car, and you wouldn't know. So no, do not address aggressive people in traffic out in the world. Okay, yes, it is. It could be pretty bad. Sahar, it could be pretty bad. So if you are dealing with aggression in the home, I will ask then, what type of aggression? What does that mean to you? I mean, hitting, a verbal abuse. What is the aggression? And are you close with that person? Or, so I need a little bit more detail so I could answer better, because without the sufficient information, oh my God, that's what I'm talking about. What did Johnny do? Wait, was somebody just waving a gun, or was they trying to cut him off? Setting a precedent, but you have to think of the cost of all your training experience. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Paul. I agree, and I am getting so much better than I used to be, because Johnny passed him. See, this is, hi Odelia, this is what you have to be very careful, because they can do anything, and boy, they can take out a gun and actually shoot you. Take a life for no reason. Hi, Kuldeep. I thought you were sleeping today. I did not think you were going to be here. We have another person in India who is a therapist. His name is Sahar. He is right here. He's simple and some numbers. So who knows? You might be close to each other. Mr. Chips. Oh, she. Okay, she. It's hard to, I don't know the names in India, whether they are female or male. And simple, how can you tell, right? But she, there we go. How do you with emotional aggression? I feel like we both. Okay. Yeah, so you don't handle stress properly. Aggression. So give me, as an example, an act of aggression. Okay? Emotional aggression. Give me an example of what you view that as. And then I could guide you in that, okay? It could be too vague. Aggression could be too vague. Somebody could throw something at you, get in your face and yell at you. Maybe even there's passive aggressiveness. Somebody can throw something away that belonged to you, and then, oops, sorry, I didn't know that you wanted that still, that watch. People could do that. So give me a little bit more detail on what kind of aggression, what does it look like, and then I can best help you. And the number, welcome, 334, I'll just say the last 4 digits, 2334, like they ask you for the last 4 digits of your Social Security, 2334. All right, so we're, Zoe, hi, Zoe Rowe, nice to see you. Anyway, so you guys, we're talking about the difficulty in asking. And today I'm done with high fever, just missing you. Oh, no. Have you, well, I'm not going to even ask, did you go to a doctor? Because you are a doctor. Starting conversations that we aren't ready for ends in turmoil. Okay, so when you say it ends in turmoil, does it end in somebody else pulling somebody's hair out, and just kicking and screaming? But let's address that, okay? Let's have a good time. Yes, I am having a good time. Let's address that. If you're starting, before you start a conversation, and I've talked about this in my YouTube, before you start a conversation, timing is very important. Do not address somebody when they are in the middle of doing something else, or you can already tell, hi car, camera, van, or you can already tell that the mood is not right. Whenever I want to have a conversation, let's say my son or my husband, not so much my husband, I can just talk to him anytime, he's so laid back. But Joshua sometimes can get a little bit, like, what? Like that. I always make sure that the mood is right, that I pick the right time, hi Alan, to address it. So that's very important. You may want to ask, hey, hi Santiago, is this a good time? I need to talk to you about something. I want to discuss something. Is this a good time to talk about it? Hi Jim. Before you address whatever it is you're going to address, make a little list of the things that you want to cover in your conversation. If they say, no, this is not a good time, I don't even want to talk right now, it's okay, hi Al, don't have the conversation. And what happens is that I would suspect that there is anger over other stuff. And so when you bring to the table the new issues, the other things that have not been yet resolved start coming up. Am I right on this? What about when you did this? What about when you did that? Yeah, well, you're one to talk. What about when you do, every time you say this and that goes off, right? Universal truth, yes. Hola, hola, Santiago. Thank you for inviting followers, Universal Truth. Yes, that's what usually happens. Am I right here, Ali? Hi, Cairo. Dr. Kimmy, welcome. I have a suspicion that I am right. So when people want to discuss something, instead of talking about what it is, which usually is only, but I started saying blame is pointless. It is. Blame is not going to get you anywhere. Hi, Anna. It is going to get you nowhere. Blame, and people try to deflect from themselves by blaming other people because they don't want to deal with it. So this is what I suggest. Go to your person and say, listen, there's some things I want to talk about. Let's just discuss this right now. If it's a good time. If it's not a good time, give me a time that would be good for you. Okay, how about this afternoon at 4? Fair enough. Let's get this afternoon at 4 o'clock. When you come back at 4 o'clock, you look at your list. These are the 3 things that I want to discuss. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Now, if you start getting off the topic, because that's what people do, they start getting, it branches off into many other directions to say, let's just stick to what we're discussing now and make another appointment for that discussion, right? Today, Mr. KL, we're discussing several things. I'm answering your question right now. Something silly, just, yeah, exactly. It's always defend, reflect, or argue. It's hard to stay composed. All right, so what I would say, Ali, and this is going to be tough for you to do, it does work. Say, listen, hi, Umberto, welcome. Just say, if you start the deflection, say, listen, let's not go there. We are not going to fix the issue. I wanted to talk, but it doesn't seem like we can keep on point, so let's come back. Let's come back tomorrow. And then unless we can just reset and start again. And I do that with my husband. Let's say we start talking about something and we start branching off. I'll say, wait a minute, what are we doing? We're not even staying on point. Let's reset. And that's the word I use. I say, let's reset. Let's start again. And then either I start talking again and he starts talking, and then we stay on course. But sometimes we need a reminder you're not gonna. What is it that you want to do? What do you want to accomplish with the argument or the talk? Do you want to lay blame on somebody? Do you want to resolve the issue? So look at my article, the life hack article I did on how to resolve problems. If I keep leading with love, we keep calm and water, but we aren't moving forward. Oh, okay. So what would you say is like the biggest number one issue that you're having a hard time resolving? But if you go to lifehack.org, I have an article in there, and I posted it on Facebook too, on how the steps to handle a situation, a problem in your relationship. I gave all kinds of tips on there. Okay, so I posted that on Facebook. I think it's the only it's the only relationship help you'll need to help your relationship, something like that. Or you can go to lifehack.org and you can find my name on there, and it's in there. But if you give me a tip on what's the worst issue or the one that you need to resolve the most, remember, chances are that the issue you're talking about is not the one you're fighting about most of the time. That's the one you're fighting about is about 30% of what it is. The actual one is about 70% of what happened in the past, some trigger point that you have or he has. Okay? So I hope that answers your question. I know it's a little bit, I would work differently if I had the couple next in front of me. We could go at it a different way, but okay. Let's mute that user. Just talking in general, it has to be superficial ways. I feel like we're still healing, I guess. Okay, so it may be that one, you may need some couples counseling, and if you're still healing from something that happened, it may be that you can just take one little thing at a time and not bring too many things to the table, and maybe try to recapture what you had before all the bad stuff happened, so that you can start building another solid foundation. And maybe that will help. Hi, DJ. And I can't and I will. I like that. I can and I will. That's a great name. Welcome. First day on Periscope. User, blah, blah, blah. Welcome. All right. Any other questions? Or we can go back to the topic, which is asking for what we want and why sometimes we don't, because we're fearful or we don't think we deserve it, or we think we're being an imposition on somebody else. And or we think that we're only supposed to be giving instead of receiving. And that is another issue that people have. And DRK, Montana, welcome. And DRKJ3. By the way, thank you. I know on Monday, hi Martin, I was asking for help with my YouTube to get subscribers to get to 190. I actually got 192 subscribers on Monday, so I didn't get 192. I got 4 extra to make 192. So thank you to the people that went to my YouTube site and subscribed. And remember, it is not too late yet to do the say in the box, subscribe and say in the box. I want a chance to win a free copy of the Healing Alphabet. It is not too late, all right? I will announce the winner on November 1st. The cutoff will be the Sunday before that, okay? Because that's when we film. So it would be 26th, that's 27th is the cutoff. And I will announce the winner on November 1st, Friday. If you want a chance to win a free copy, autographed, of my book, The Healing Alphabet, 26 Empowering Ways to Empower Your Life. 26 Empowering Ways to Enrich Your Life. Okay? So that's there. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, Rosanna Snee, Therapy Express with Rosanna Snee, and turn on your notifications. There's a new YouTube coming out on Friday about communication, and I do several skits in there that are pretty funny, but demonstrate how to communicate in the right way and how to not communicate So that's coming Friday. All right. Any other questions, you guys? I know Cool Deep is probably falling asleep and he's feverish and he's still here. That's crazy. And then the other people that came in, Ceci, I hadn't seen in a long time. She has the allergies. The numbers are dropping, so it's almost time for me to go. But any other questions you have, I'll be more than happy to answer you guys. Anything. I didn't know about peritherapy on Periscope, but I'll check that out. Remember, I'm leaving tomorrow for South Carolina. I will not be here until next Wednesday. All right? And I'll probably just have open forum because I won't have had too much time to be planning my topic. So that's what will happen next Wednesday. And then the following Friday will be Did You Know? Did You Know? We'll come back to that on Friday. Welcome to the East Coast. I'm here. Oh, you're in New Jersey. Yes, I know the East Coast. How is the weather in New Jersey right now? I know that it's going to be, hi Blemons, it is going to be in the 70s, 69, 70, 69, 70, 71, something like that when I go. So I've taken a little bit of a long sleeves because I'm used to this warm weather. Okay. All right. Any other questions, you guys? You're very quiet today. Well, thank you, Trapman in Europa. Welcome. Thank you for the hearts. I hope that you all have a wonderful time. Oh, it's on and off grade. 70s and 40s. 40s at night, I bet, right? Mike Powers. Mike Powers. Okay, welcome. All right, any other? You guys are quiet today. You're very quiet, but you brought up some good points. And I appreciate that because it's always good. If you have a question, that means probably somebody else has it too. Yes, Paul, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here and for always posting my YouTube and for being such a great supporter. Cool Deep is feverish. She's still watching. Skipping around. Well, yeah. You guys are amazing. Allie, the people that come in here on a regular basis, you take your time to participate in this wonderful community. I'm very appreciative of that. I always am very grateful. I've been doing this now in November for 4 years. I've been doing YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, Periscope. YouTube is only for a couple months, maybe 3 months. Something very short, very little on YouTube. But it's growing very slowly, but growing, you guys. And if you do like my YouTube channel, pass it on to your friends and see if they like it, okay? Happy Days, I used to watch that show regularly. And Kamal, welcome. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go because Kelly Whitmer, thank you for coming in at the last minute to say goodbye. Ceci, thank you for being here today. I know you probably have the allergies and it feels miserable. But I appreciate you being here, seeing you again. I was thinking about you, wondering how you were and your family. So, top dollar. Very good. All right, you guys. I'll be back. Remember, don't forget about me. I'll be back next Wednesday. Hakuna Matata. I'll be back next Wednesday, and we'll take it from there. All right? No more vacations planned after that. So, have a wonderful week, you guys. And let's talk next week and see what happened with everybody. Okay? All right. Bye.